Welcome children in bio class. Children, you have to study about blood and functions of the blood. Blood is bright red color, thick fluid. It is found in the arteries, veins and capillaries. Blood is saltish in taste and it is slightly alkaline. The average volume of blood is 5 to 6 liter in the body of healthy person. Blood is a circulating fluid. It is circulated through the blood vessels, and heart is the pumping machine which pump the blood. Children, you have to study function of bloods. So what are the functions of the bloods? The function we study in the two heading. First is transport and second is protection. So first you see transport by blood. So blood is transporting many things in the body. First is blood is transporting digested food. In alimentary canal, food is digested, it changes into simple and soluble substance. After complete digestion of carbohydrate, glucose is produced. After complete digestion of protein, amino acids are produced. So these are absorbed by the inner lining of intestine. After that, by the blood, it is transported to the liver and to the different cell of the body. Next is transport of oxygen. When we are breathing, we are taking the air into the lungs. That is inspired air. Inspired air. And from this inspired air, oxygen gas diffuse into the blood. It combines with hemoglobin, which present in the red blood cells, and form oxyhemoglobin. Oxyhemoglobin. And in this form, oxygen is transported to the tissue of the body. When it will reach to the tissue, oxyhemoglobin dissociate, break, release oxygen. And oxygen is used during respiration, oxidation of glucose. When glucose is oxidized, then carbon dioxide produced. So this carbon dioxide from the tissue transported to the lungs by hemoglobin in the form of carb amino hemoglobin. Carb amino hemoglobin. It is transported from the tissue to the lung. So blood transport digested food, blood transport oxygen, blood transport carbon dioxide. Next is in the different tissue of the body and in the liver, there is metabolic activities, as the result of which waste materials are produced. Waste materials. These waste materials are urea, uric acid, ammonia. So these are nitrogenous waste also. So they are transported by the blood. Next is distribution of hormone. Hormones are secreted by endocrine gland. Endocrine glands like pancreas, thyroid, pituitary. So like this many endocrine glands are. Their secretion directly come into the blood. They are pouring direct their secretion into the blood, and through the blood it is transported throughout the body. So they don't have any duct to carry the secretion. Therefore, these such types of glands are called endocrine glands. The secretion of endocrine gland is hormone. So how the hormones are transported? By the blood. Next is distribution of heat. So heat is distributed throughout the body for maintaining uniform temperature of body. Uniform temperature of the body, heat is distributed by the blood. Now next is protection by blood. So what is the protection? How blood is providing protection? Protection by blood. In that first is blood form a clot. After the formation of the clot, blood bleeding is prevented, loss of blood is prevented, and the entry of the germs, disease causing germs in the body is also prevented. So this clot is formed by the blood at the site of injury. Second is, in our blood, white blood cells are present. White blood cells. These white blood cells are called leukocytes. They engulf bacteria, and after engulfing bacteria, after engulfing bacteria, they provide protection to our body from the disease causing germs. Next is, blood produce antitoxin and antibodies. Antitoxin and antibodies are produced. Antitoxin will neutralize poisonous substances which are produced by disease causing germs. Antibodies neutralize the antigens which produced by the disease causing germs. So in this way, blood provides protection to our body from the disease causing germs, and blood transport the different materials in our body.